Advaita Chandra Jaya
Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya
Sri
Jaya
Chaitanya Jaya
Nityananda.
Nityananda
Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya
Sri
Advaita Chandra Jaya
Gaura
Gaura
Bhakta
Bhakta
Vrinda.
Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya
Jaya
Jaya Sri
Jaya Sri
Chaitanya Jaya
Chaitanya Jaya
Nityananda.
Nityananda
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Advaita
Jaya
Chandra
Advaita
Jaya
Chandra
Gaura
Jaya
Bhakta
Gaura Bhakta
Vrinda.
Vrinda
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I welcome
Thank you.
all of you for our today's special event, Advaita Acharya's appearance day. So today morning I had a class, morning Bhagavatam class in Kunja Bihari temple. So on the same topic I give the class. So I have the notes ready made.
Hari Bol.
I didn't have to prepare much. Yeah. So Advaita Acharya.
Raja Prabhuji's class is like us.
Right. So just like the mantra we say, Panchatattvatmakam Krishna Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakhyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. So in this Panchatattva, all the 5 are mentioned. Panchatattvatmakam Krishna Bhakta Rupa. Who is Bhakta Rupa?
Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu.
Yes. Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam. Who is Swarupakam? Similar to him.
His own form.
Nityananda Prabhu. Swarupakam is Nityananda Prabhu. See, Panchatattvatmakam Krishna Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam. Bhakta Rupa is Mahaprabhu. Swarupakam is Nityananda Prabhu. Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam. Bhaktavataram. Bhaktavataram is Advaita Acharya. Bhaktavataram Bhaktakhyam. Bhaktakhyam means topmost of all the devotees is Srivas Thakur. Bhaktakhyam. Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. Bhakta Shakti is who? Gadadhar Pandit. Okay, got it? 5. Panchatattvatmakam Krishna Bhakta Rupa Mahaprabhu. Swarupakam Nityananda Prabhu. Bhaktavataram Advaita Acharya. Bhaktavataram Bhaktakhyam. Bhaktakhyam is Srivas Thakur. Bhaktakhyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. Bhakta Shakti is Gadadhar Pandit. Yes, this is from CC. So we say so many times this mantra, but we don't know who is who. So who will tell now who is who? Yes, now I told 5. 5 items. Yes.
Bhaktavataram Mahaprabhu.
Yeah, what? Bhakta Avatar is not Mahaprabhu. Bhakta Roop
Bhakta Roop.
is Mahaprabhu.
Bhakta Roop
Swarupa?
Mahaprabhu. Bhaktavataram Nityananda Prabhu.
No. Galat jawab. Panchatattvatmakam Krishna Bhakta Rupa Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Swarupakam Nityananda Prabhu. Bhaktavataram means Bhakta Avatar. Means Lord came as a Bhakta Avatar. That is Advaita Acharya. Bhakta Avataram. Bhakta Akhyam means topmost of the devotee is Srivas Thakur Narad Muni, who came as Bhakta Akhyam. Srivas Thakur. And Bhakta Shakti is Gadadhar Pandit. Please note down, write down, and remember this mantra, Panchatattva mantra, very important. We should know who is Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya is Lord himself who came as a devotee. So, Bhakta Avtaram. So Advaita Acharya is combined incarnation of three personalities. One is Sadashiv, another is Mahavishnu, and third is there is one cowherd boy in Krishna Lila in Golok. His name is Sadashiv. And that Sadashiv, the cowherd boy, he also incarnated. And so three incarnation combined together is Advaita Acharya. Okay, which three? First?
Mahavishnu.
Mahavishnu.
Second?
Lord Shiva. Shiva.
Lord Shiva.
Lord Shiva. And third?
The cowherd Sadashiva. boy, namely Sadashiva.
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 Cowherd boy.
All three combined together came as Advaita Acharya. The meaning of Advait means one who is non-different from Krishna. Advait, one who is non-different from Hari. That's why Advait, non-different. Advait Acharya. Acharya means one who preaches by his example. So he's Acharya, Advaita Acharya. So Advaita Acharya appeared on this day and it's a Saptami, Advaita Saptami. And Advaita Acharya lived for 125 years. So he is born on 1434 and he departed in 1559. How many years? 1434 to 1559.
125.
125 years. So when he was born in 1434, and then later Mahaprabhu was born in 1486. So how many years older to Mahaprabhu is Advaita Acharya?
52.
How many? Huh?
52. 52.
Yeah, 52 years older. So Advaita Acharya was quite old, and Advaita Acharya took initiation from Madhavendra Puri. Madhavendra Puri once visited his house in Shantipur, and Advaita Acharya, seeing the great exalted position of Advaita Acharya, he begged initiation from Madhavendra Puri. Advaita Acharya took initiation from Madhavendra Puri. And also he got association of Ishwar Puri also. Ishwar Puri also visited his house in Shantipur. And then he got association of Ishwar Puri also. And Haridas Thakur and Advaita Acharya were very great friends. He got association of great Namacharya Haridas Thakur also. Madhavendra Puri, Ishwar Puri, Haridas Thakur and Sakshat Mahaprabhu and Nityanand Prabhu would come so often to meet him. And there would be always quarrel and fight and transcendental competition between Advaita Acharya and Nityanand Prabhu. They would each criticize each other, and they would sometimes blaspheme or sometimes tease each other. But Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami warns everybody, don't think that Advaita Acharya and Nityanand Prabhu are fighting like us. They are not fighting or quarreling like us with ego. They are in transcendental mellow, and they are above anger, passion, and their quarrel and fight is transcendental, and Mahaprabhu would relish that. So we should not think. So Krishna Kaviraj Goswami warns that if you take side of one and speak against the other, you will go to hell. So don't take sides. When Advaita Acharya and Nityananda Prabhu are fighting, just stay away and offer obeisances to both of them from distance. So Advaita Acharya and Nityananda Prabhu would have sometimes like this fight. Once Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to house of Advaita Acharya in Shantipur, and he was quite hungry, Nityananda Prabhu and Mahaprabhu. So Advaita Acharya fed lot of prasad. But Nityananda Prabhu said, why did I come to this Brahmana's house? Even after I 3 days I was hungry and I thought now I'll get some prasad, and this Advaita gave such little prasad that I am not at all satisfied. And he takes the rice and throws on the ground, Nityanand Prabhu. And when that rice touches Advaita Acharya starts dancing in ecstasy. So nobody can imitate Nityanand Prabhu and Advaita Acharya. So they are quite transcendental. So Advaita Acharya is in Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami says that there are two causes for this material creation. One cause is called the Upadan Karan, another cause is called the Nimitta Karan. So this is a little technical, you should remember. Upadan Karan and Nimitta Karan, or material cause and efficient cause. Just like Krishna Kaviraj Goswami says, when a potter is making a pot from the mud, so the mud is the cause for the pot, and the potter is also cause for the pot. So there are two causes. So the mud is called Upadan Karan, or material cause of the pot, and the potter is called the Nimitta Karan, or the efficient cause of the pot. So these are the two Karan, or the two cause for the pot or for anything. So similarly for this universe, there are two causes. One is Upadan Karan and another is Nimitta Karan. One is material cause, one is efficient cause. So for this material universe, the Upadan or the material cause is Lord Shiva. And Krishna Kaviraj Goswami says the efficient cause or the Nimitta Karan is Advaita Acharya. Understood? So for this material world, Lord Shiva is the Upadan Karan and Advaita Acharya is the Nimitta Karan. Is the example clear? Potter and the pot?
Yes, Prabhu, yes.
Yes,
So
Prabhu.
the mud is which Karan?
Upadan
That
Karan.
is material cause.
Material
Upadan.
cause. And
Upadan.
potter is?
Nimitta Karan.
Nimitta Karan.
Similarly,
Advaita Acharya.
Lord Shiva is?
Upadan Karan.
Upadan, material cause. And Advaita Acharya is?
Nimitta Karan.
Nimitta Karan.
Yeah, that's how
But yeah,
he
Nimitta Karan,
explains.
how will you say in English? Nimitta Karan.
Efficient cause.
Efficient cause.
Efficient. So, just like in any company, there is a owner, and there is a CEO, and there is MD, right? Something like that. So, the owner, but the owner is quite carefree. He doesn't care so much about the company because he has given the whole thing to CEO, Chief Executive Officer, and the CEO gives the handling to MD. Is it not? Am I right in the hierarchy? It's like this only in company, as far as I remember it. Owner, CEO, and MD, right?
Yes, Prabhu, yes.
Yeah. So similarly, Krishna, Mahavishnu, and Lord Shiva are like that. So Krishna is carefree, he is the owner of the whole material, but he doesn't directly deal. He gives it to the CEO, who is Mahavishnu. You handle, you take care. And then Mahavishnu also direct doesn't see, he handles to the MD, who is Lord Shiva. So first is Lord Krishna is Sarveshwar, Mahavishnu is Parameshwar, and Lord Shiva is Maheshwar. So Sarveshwar, Parameshwar, Maheshwar. And it is Lord Shiva who actually directly deals with the material nature. So that's why it is said that he is in charge for Tamoguna. Because he has to deal, and sometimes it is said he gets rarely sometimes affected also by the dealing with the material world. So, so Advaita Acharya is the combined incarnation of Mahavishnu and Sadashiv and the cowherd boy Sadashiv. So Advaita Acharya, it is said that Daya karo Sitapati Advaita Gusai Tava Kripa Bale Pai Chaitanya Nitai. So without Advaita Acharya's mercy, we cannot get mercy of Chaitanya Nitai. We cannot approach Chaitanya Nitai directly. We have to approach Chaitanya Nitai through Advaita Acharya. If Advaita Acharya is pleased, then we can achieve Chaitanya Nitai. If Advaita Acharya is not pleased, we cannot. So Advaita Acharya had 6 sons. Out of the 6 sons, 3 sons became Appa Sampradaya. Can you imagine? Advaita Acharya's 3 sons. And what was their fault? They said, we accept you as God, Vishnu, Mahavishnu, but we don't accept Mahaprabhu as God. So for this, Advaita Acharya kicked them out of the house. You said, you rascals, 3 of you, get out. You accept me as God, but you are not accept Mahaprabhu as God. How is that? It's an insult. And he actually kicked them. Only 3 of them were devotees. One was Achyutananda, another was Gopal, and third one was, I think, Krishna Das or something. I don't know. So 3 of them stayed with him, but other 3 left him. So Advaita Acharya respected Chaitanya Mahaprabhu so much. Although Advaita Acharya was quite senior to him, but he would consider Mahaprabhu as his master. So Advaita Acharya actually would cry tears, begging for the mercy of the Lord. Because during those times, what happened, Navadip was filled with so many materialistic karma kandis, and they would engage in worship of Durga, Kali, Ambika, and do various worships, but they would never utter names of Krishna. And they would conduct marriages of dogs and cats and spend so much money on that. The Advaita Acharya would become frustrated with this. What the hell these people in Navadip are doing? Instead of doing bhakti, they are doing nonsense, wasting their time. So he begged to Lord. He said, oh Lord, you please come directly and deliver them. And if you don't come, then I will take my chakra, Sudarshan chakra. And with that Sudarshan, what he will do? Like we have Vasudev Sudarshan Prabhu. Right? So Vasudev Sudarshan Prabhu is also like chakra. So what do you do with Sudarshan?
Annihilate the
Annihilation.
miscreants.
Annihilation.
Huh?
Annihilation.
Ah.
Like,
So
kill
Advaita Acharya
those.
said to Lord, if you don't come personally and deliver these people who are doing all nonsense, then I will go personally and I will kill them with my chakra. So 2 options you have. Either you come or either you see them killed by my hands. So like that he would pray. And his praying was like roaring, Tulsi Dal and Ganga Jal. With these 2, he worshipped the Shaligram Shila, and daily he was worshipping, daily he was worshipping, daily he was worshipping, and daily crying out intensely. So today, if we want to learn something from Advaita Acharya, we should learn this art of crying. His crying was so intense, so intense, so intense that Lord said, I was sleeping nicely, Nada, on Anantashesh in Milk Ocean. But because of you crying, I came down here. So Lord came from his abode to this earth just by the crying of Advaita Acharya. So we should also cry like that, like Advaita Acharya, so that Lord from his abode comes and sits on our tongue and sits on our heart and then blesses us with his association. So we can learn from Advaita Acharya the art of crying. So one of the reasons for Lord Chaitanya's appearance is Advaita Acharya's crying. So there are 3 internal and 3 external reasons. So who will tell what are the 3 external reasons for Lord's appearance?
Show how to practice bhakti.
Okay. Exact. Acha, what? Yes, what are the 3 reasons? One already I told. Which one I told?
Because of prayers by Advaita Acharya. First, that is what you told.
Advaita Acharya's prayers. That is one. Second?
Second, Antam Prabhu told to show how to practice bhakti.
Okay.
He,
It's close.
Mahaprabhu is actually Sakshat Krishna. He wanted to taste the, what do you say, the sweetness that the Radharani was experiencing while she was rendering service to Lord
That are
Krishna.
internal reasons. 3 internal reasons.
Acha, external to propagate the Sankirtan movement.
Premaras Karite Premaras Karite Niryas. That verse is there.
To teach Yuga Dharma, Prabhu. To teach Yuga Dharma, external reason.
Yeah. One is Advaita Acharya is crying. Second is the Yuga Dharma, means Yuga Avatar. The time for Yuga Avatar had come. So that's why he appeared. And the third one is to propagate the holy names. So that's what is given. All 3 are quite close. But that's what internal reasons are also like that. Quite similar. But one was Advaita Acharya's crying intensely. So Advaita Acharya was born in Sylhet, current Bangladesh. Sylhet is and that was called Navagram that time. And his mother's name was Nabha Devi and father's name was Kuber Pandit. Kuber Pandit and Nabha Devi. And Advaita Acharya's childhood name was Kamalaksha because his eyes were like lotus. So he had 2 houses. One house was in Shantipur and another house was in where was the another house?
Sylhet.
Select.
When he shifted from Sylhet to India, that time he had 2 houses. One was in Shantipur, another was where? You visited Mayapur or not?
Advaita Bhavan, some near the Chandra Mandir.
Near Shiva Sangan.
Yes, Shiva Sangha. Yes.
Shiva Sangan ke samne, you see Gadadhar Pandit's house, and beside that temple is there, na? And then Advaita Acharya's house. Both houses were nearby. Near. So he had 2 houses. One was in Shantipur. So when Mahaprabhu took sannyas, that time he left. Means that till that time he was staying there in Mayapur, in that house, beside Gadadhar Pandit's house in Shiva Sangan. But when Mahaprabhu left and took sannyas, that time he went back to Shantipur. So Prabhupada also would go to Shantipur. Because Prabhupada was given the order by Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur that you go and preach in the West. So during Prabhupada, when he had taken Vanaprastha in 1950s, maybe 55, 56, so he would regularly go to Shantipur and he will also cry, just like Advaita Acharya cried tears. So Srila Prabhupada would go to that temple in Shantipur, the house of Advaita Acharya, and there he would cry from morning to evening, he would chant and cry. And the pujari there at Shantipur, at the house of Advaita Acharya, he would see that this Baba is coming in white, Vanaprastha. And he would come in the morning and chant so intensely and cry and cry and cry and cry. And daily he would come. And then suddenly one day in 1959, Srila Prabhupada took sannyas. And when he came next day, he saw him in his sannyas dress, in saffron. And then this pujari came to him and said, "Oh, I have been observing you. Daily you are coming, we are coming as Vanaprastha, and you are so intensely crying. And now you have taken sannyas. And what is your intention? What you are going to do?" So that time Srila Prabhupada said, "Now I am going to the West. And my Guru Maharaj has given me an impossible task to go to the West and preach this message of Lord Chaitanya." So, just like Advaita Acharya cried tears to call Mahaprabhu from Golok. This Krishna, he came from Golok to this Navdvip by Advaita Acharya's crying. So, Prabhupada said, I am also crying so that I can take Mahaprabhu from Navdvip to America. So like that, Prabhupada cried tears, and then when after some days he left from there and went to America, and then when after some years, some of these disciples of Prabhupada like Brahmananda and others, they met this pujari at Shantipur. And then they were distributing this BTG magazine, and this pujari saw the photo of that Swamiji. He said, I know this Swamiji. He's my friend. He used to come here when he was white. When he was Vanaprastha, he would cry daily. And then I know him before going to the West. He met me. And then Brahmananda said, really, you know? He said, yes. And then Brahmananda said, he came to the West and he preached this message of Lord Chaitanya, and he made us devotees, and our movement is spreading like wildfire. That time tears came in the eyes of that pujari, and he said, Swamiji became successful in what he wanted to do. His spiritual master had given him order. This pastime was told by that pujari to Brahmananda, and how Prabhupada would go daily and cry there, just like Advaita Acharya would cry. So he also got the mercy of Advaita Acharya, and Mahaprabhu came with him to the West. So that is how, because of Prabhupada, we got Mahaprabhu. Because of Advaita Acharya, we got Mahaprabhu from Golok to Navdvip, and then because of Prabhupada, Mahaprabhu came from Navdvip to the West and again back to India. So because of Advaita Acharya and Prabhupada, we got Mahaprabhu. Right? Just like who brought the Ganga down? Bhagirathi, Ganga, Bhagirath. So like that, our Advaita Acharya brought Lord down, and then from here, Prabhupada brought the whole world, Mahaprabhu. That was the crying of Prabhupada or Advaita Acharya. So Advaita Acharya, actually he, what happened, he used to conduct sabha at his house, and Vishwarup would come regularly there. So Vishwarup was a great fan of Advaita Acharya. So during those times, because all these people would be doing all nonsense and talking nonsense, so Vishwarup had no interest in this. Vishwambar's elder brother. And then Vishwarup would go whole day sit in Advaita Acharya's house and discuss Krishna Katha, Krishna Katha, Krishna Katha, Krishna Katha, Krishna Katha. And then Sachimata would think how long this Vishwarup is going and sitting in Advaita Acharya's house. He should come for at least lunch. And then she would send Nimai, go and get your elder brother Vishwarup for lunch. And then small Nimai will go without any clothes, and he would pull the dhoti of Vishwarup and say, Mother is calling for lunch, please come. And then Vishwarup will go home, take lunch, and immediately come back. So he was very great fan of Advaita Acharya. So he'd hear from Advaita Acharya whole day and night. But Sachi Mata was very much concerned. And then one fine day, because of Advaita Acharya, the association of all the great devotees, Vishwarup had so much renunciation that he joined the Brahmachari ashram. Haribol. Yes, he left house only. And Sachi Mata felt great pain she felt when Vishwarup left the house. And then she felt because of this Advaita Acharya. He is responsible. Is it not? When a preacher preaches to somebody and that boy becomes brahmachari, parents are angry with whom?
And the preacher.
Preacher. Is it not? So Prabhupada would say, all the parents, they are cursing me because I am making their children brahmacharis. That's why they are cursing and I am taking that curse. And their curse is what? You cannot stay at one place for a long time. And because of that, I cannot stay, although I have very nice houses. So Sachi Mata, this is happening from that time. Sachi Mata was not happy. And then later when Vishwambar also started going to Advaita Acharya and associating with him, then Sachi Mata was very upset. She said, one son he took already, and now my second son also is taking. Then she actually said, not said to anybody, but she said to herself, he is not Advaita. He is Dvaita. He is Dvaita Acharya. He is Dvaita. Actually, he is inside something, outside something. He is hypocrite. Like that Sachi Mata thinks in the mind. That's all. But Mahaprabhu understands she has committed an offense against Advaita Acharya. So Advaita Acharya is so dear to Mahaprabhu that even Mahaprabhu didn't spare his mother. During Mahaprakash Lila, everybody is saying that you have given mercy to everybody but not to your mother. Please call your mother and give your mercy. Mahaprabhu says no mercy to her because she has committed an offense against Advaita Acharya who is so dear to me. Now all devotees are shocked. What Mahaprabhu you are telling? How can she commit any offense? She is the source of devotion which you have. And you are saying she has committed offense. What kind of offense? And then all the devotees go to Sachi Mata and they say, Mahaprabhu is saying like that you have committed some offense against Advaita Acharya and that's why he will not give mercy. And Sachi Mata was shocked. Really, I should do something. I want mercy. Mahaprakash Leela means everybody was wanting mercy because Mahaprabhu was giving. Everybody was asking that please make my father into devotee, please make my son into devotee, please this, that. Means everybody was asking, Lord was giving in Mahaprakash Leela, whatever you want. Suppose Mahaprabhu comes to Kanhaiya Desh and he does Mahaprakash Leela. What all you will ask? What do you want? What will ask Asimananda Krishna Prabhu? Yes, Mahaprabhu is sitting in front of you. He is doing Mahaprakash Leela. And now he asks, what do you want, Asimananda Krishna Prabhu? What you will say?
Hare Krishna will be Dhanatana.
Yes.
Prabhuji, what will say? We'll ask Chaitanya Chandra Prabhuji to bring to Kuwait.
Oh, really? Right. May your desire be fulfilled.
Yes, Prabhuji, sure.
Achha, yeah. Thank you. That is nice desire. But what
Yes,
others
Prabhuji.
will ask? What, let me see what names are here. Oh, Shri Kumar Prabhu. What will ask? Yes, is there? Kumar
Yes.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji. That's
Great.
For
What do you
mercy, for mercy only. Krishna Prema.
Mercy. Please give mercy in which form?
Prema Bhakti.
Prem. Will you ask that let Kuwait have more and more oil?
For
That our
Kumar Prabhu is settled in India, Prabhu, now. He's in India now.
Ajay
fact,
Bhai. Oh,
He was here, but he went to settle in India now.
India.
Ajay.
Retired
Welcome back to
life.
India.
Okay.
Acha. And who is Shimla? Who is Shimla? Name?
Hare
Shimla
Krishna
Mata.
Prabhuji. Pranam.
Yes,
Pranam,
what is
Prabhuji.
your desire if you Mahaprabhu comes and he says what you want?
Same thing only, Prabhuji, only for mercy.
Mercy. Very bold. Mercy on whom? Because all devotees they ask mercy for somebody, from this person, that person. You would
Mercy
like to
for
ask mercy.
all devotees.
All
All my devotees in Kanya Desh.
Very bold. Only in Kanaya Desh. Please give mercy to devotees in Kanaya Desh only. What about Damodar Desh? Okay. Yeah, thank you. So like that, so the devotees were asking, but Mahaprabhu said, I will not give mercy to my mother. So then mother came, and then when Advaita Acharya saw Sachimata, then he started glorifying Sachimata in such a great ecstasy. He started glorifying Sachimata that in that ecstasy he fell down. Fell down means fell down there, unconscious. And Advaita Acharya fell down unconscious. And when he was unconscious, Sachimata went quietly and took the dust from Advaita Acharya and put on her head like this. That time, then Mahaprabhu said, now you get mercy. Now you get mercy. That offense is now absolved. So if we do offense against some Vaishnava, what we should do?
We should take the
Take
dust
their
and put
dust.
it on our head.
Take the dust, but when they are unconscious.
That's
Then
going to be
you make
difficult.
Hmm?
If they are conscious, it's fine. How can we get the dust when they're unconscious, Prabhuji?
So first you have to make
Similarly,
them unconscious.
unconscious.
Without their knowledge, we should.
Anyways, don't make somebody unconscious by some artificial means and then take dust. Once I heard some two devotees, they wanted to take dust of each other and they were fighting, and then it became so violent that they had a fracture.
Oh my God.
So we should not, for the dust, we should not make dust of others. So, anyways, but Mahaprabhu arranged it in such a way that Advaita Acharya fell unconscious and then Sachimata took the dust and she was absorbed, So Advaita Acharya was so dear to Lord that even Lord didn't spare his mother. So Advaita Acharya was so very dear to Lord. This shows that. Once what happened, when Mahaprabhu was doing Sankirtan in the night time, in the Shiva Sangan, so that time what happened, Mahaprabhu went in such deep ecstasy while dancing, he became unconscious. And when he became unconscious, Advaita Acharya went quietly and he took dust from Mahaprabhu's feet and put on his head. And then Mahaprabhu, when he got up, external consciousness, he said, I am not getting ecstasy. I am not getting the same ecstasy. What is the problem? Has somebody taken dust from my feet? Now all the devotees are shocked. Because all devotees saw that Advaita Acharya took the dust. But nobody can tell. Why? Nobody was ready to tell. What was the reason?
Because he was very senior in that assembly. Because he was very senior in that assembly.
So Advaita Acharya was the most senior. You know? He was the most senior. So now he is the most senior. If senior does something wrong, what to do? We cannot tell his name also. But Mahaprabhu is asking also. And they cannot say yes, no, what, they are in confusion. And Advaita Acharya himself says, yes, I have taken the dust from your lotus feet. Mahaprabhu says, oh, Nada, you have taken dust. So Lord says, if you are chor, tum agar chor ho, to main daku. It's like this. So Amol Leela saying, Miss, if you are a thief, then I am a dacoit. Then there is competition between Mahaprabhu and Advaita Acharya to take dust off each other's feet. But finally, who wins? Who is stronger?
Advaita Acharya.
Mahaprabhu.
Advaita Acharya.
Somebody saying Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya is Mahavishnu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna.
Mahaprabhu.
See, Krishna is so small, so tender, so young, and Mahavishnu is so huge, and from him Brahmanda has come from his pores. So who is stronger?
Krishna.
But Krishna is so tender, and he's so small.
They say
Lord Krishna.
He is softer, also softer than soft, harder than hardest.
So when there was competition between Advaita Acharya and Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu defeated Advaita Acharya and took so much dust from his both feet, so much dust, 10 times more than what he took and put on his head. And Advaita Acharya started crying. So Mahaprabhu said, don't do this again, okay? Remember, this is one pastime. So, yeah. So Advaita Acharya had two wives. One's name was Sita Thakurani, and what was the other's name? Shri. Only Shri. So one was Shri and other was Sita Thakurani. But in Chaitanya Charitamrita and Chaitanya Bhagavad, mostly the description of Sita Thakurani is given. But still, to mention that they were two wives were there. And Advaita Acharya was the leader of all the devotees, 200 devotees he would take every year from Navadvip to Jagannath Puri. They would go there for 4 months. And who would lead them? Advaita Acharya. And who would finance all the travel? Who?
Pundarik Vidyanidhi.
No. Finance, toll. Who would pay the toll and all that?
Nityananda Prabhu.
No. Well, Nityananda had no money. He is fully transcendental. Shivananda Sen. Shivananda Sen would take care of all the finances for these traveling devotees, 200 devotees, and Advaita Acharya would lead them, Kirtan and like that. So every year they would go. So Advaita Acharya was the leader and he would take these devotees every year. It would take 25 days for them to travel from Navadvip to Jagannath Puri. And 4 months they would stay there in association of Mahaprabhu. And after 4 months they would come back like that. And Advaita Acharya also went to Vrindavan. When he went to Vrindavan, Lord Krishna appeared to him in his dream and said that I am there underground, very nearby, under this Vata Vriksha. Please remove me. I am feeling great heat. And then when Advaita Acharya digs there, he finds the deity of which deity?
Gopinath Prabhu. Govinda.
Radharaman.
Sanatana Goswami's deity is Madan Gopal. So Madan Gopal was the original name when Advaita Acharya found them. But later, this Chobe, Mr. Chobe from Mathura, he came, and then Advaita Acharya handed over these deities to Mr. Chobe, and he took them with him, and he was worshipping at his house. And then later, Sanatana Goswami came, and then Lord said, I want to go to Sanatana Goswami. And then the name changed to Madan Mohan. So first was Madan Gopal with Advaita Acharya, then with Chobe, and then with Sanatana Goswami, Radha Madan Mohan. So Advait What is still there. Anybody remembers Advait What in Vrindavan? You have visited Vrindavan, no? You don't remember? Advait What? When you go after that Dwadash Aditya Til, little ahead, then it is there, Advait What? Near to there, where Advaita Acharya did tapasya. So once what happened, Advaita Acharya in Jagannath Puri, he did outside the Gambhira, outside where Mahaprabhu was staying, he started doing loud kirtan, but not of Hare Krishna. He started Gaur Kirtan. He started shouting Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. So like that, he and many other devotees then followed him. And then Mahaprabhu from inside was thinking, there is kirtan sound, but this kirtan is something different. And then you are, hey, they are chanting my name. Mahaprabhu became wild and angry, and he came outside and he said, who is that who started this kirtan of my names? Who is that fellow? Then again devotees were like looking down. My God. Now how to tell Advaita Acharya's name? He only started. How to tell his name? Everybody is afraid. Then Advaita Acharya said, me, I started. Mahaprabhu said, this is not good, Advaita Acharya. You all should chant Krishna's names. Why you are chanting my name? We should do Hare Krishna Kirtan, not Kirtan of my names. It's an offense. Then that time, Shivas Thakur, what he does? He tries to cover the sun like this with his hand. So Mahaprabhu said, what are you doing? Shivas Thakur says, I am trying to cover the sun with my hand. Mahaprabhu said, that is not possible. Don't you understand? Shivas Thakur said, that's what we are telling you, Mahaprabhu. You have come as a devotee, but we all know who you are. You are Krishna himself, and the whole world knows. And however you try to hide this fact, we all know. As much as it is impossible to hide the sun with hand, that much it is impossible to hide that you are Krishna yourself. And Mahaprabhu was a little ashamed, Internally he was happy, but externally he was showing. But he said, still, see, all of you, it's my order. Don't chant my name, chant Hare Krishna Maha. Then of course they chant Hare Krishna Maha. So once one devotee came to Prabhupada and he said, Prabhupada, in your lecture you said that Pancha Tattva mantra is 1000 times powerful than Hare Krishna. So my question is, why can't we chant Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaurabhakta Shri Krishna Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar. These only we can chant on our mala. Why to chant Hare Krishna? If Panchatattva mantra is 1000 times powerful than Hare Krishna, then we will just go on chanting Panchatattva mantra. Prabhupada quoted this incident of Advaita Acharya chanting Gaura, 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 Gaur Kirtan. And then Mahaprabhu said, no. So Mahaprabhu said, chant Hare Krishna. So Prabhupada said, we can chant Panchatattva mantra because it is 1000 times powerful. But it is the order of Mahaprabhu to chant Hare Krishna. That's why we respect Mahaprabhu's order and we chant Hare Krishna. Then he was silent. So we can chant Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, but once we chant that in the beginning and then we chant Hare Krishna. Although Panchatattva mantra is powerful, but still we chant Hare Krishna. Why? Because
Following Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instructions.
Yeah, it is the order of Mahaprabhu. So, yeah. And then what happened? Then in the end, no, one more pastime. Haridas Thakur used to stay with Advaita Acharya. You know? So when Advaita Acharya was staying in Shantipur, near only Haridas Thakur would stay, and that is which place where Haridas Thakur would chant? Near to Shantipur. There is a cave in that snake. You have not seen that cave? Haridas Thakur would chant. Oh, you have not visited, I think, Shantipur. How many of you visited Shantipur?
I think I have visited Prabhuji, but I can't really remember.
Near Shantipur, there is one place called Fulia. Fulia is a place where Haridas Thakur used to stay, and there is a cave where he would chant. The snake came, that snake pastime. So, or this Maya Devi came. Anyway, so Haridas Thakur, once Advaita Acharya, his father's Shraddha was there, Shraddha ceremony. So on the Shraddha ceremony, it is said that most qualified, topmost Brahman has to be fed first Shraddha Patra. So then so many thousands of Brahmanas had come, because Advaita Acharya was the leader of all the Brahmanas. So many Brahmanas were called, but when that moment came to feed the first Shraddha Patra to the topmost Brahmana, he called Haridas Thakur in front of everybody, Advaita Acharya, and he fed that to Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur said, "What you are doing? The whole Brahmana community will throw stones at you because I am from Muslim background." Advaita Acharya said, "You may be from Muslim background, but you are the topmost of Brahmana, you are the topmost of all Vaishnavas, because you are chanting your Namacharya. You are chanting 192 rounds, 3 lakh names daily. So none of these Brahmanas are anyway equal to you." So that time in front of everybody, and in that society 500 years back, it was really a revolutionary thing Advaita Acharya did. And first Shraddha Patra was fed to Haridas Thakur, because he was the topmost of all the Brahmanas, Vaishnavas. So Haridas Thakur and Advaita Acharya had a very close connection. And then what happened in the end? Then Advaita Acharya told one letter he sent to Mahaprabhu. And he sent letter to Mahaprabhu in 1534. And he said to Mahaprabhu, "See, you came here to distribute the rice. But now the rice is there with everybody now. Now rice is not in demand. So now nobody requires rice. That's why." And when some devotees, "What is this rice? Mahaprabhu didn't come to give rice." And what? That was a coded language. What was it indicating to Mahaprabhu? What was he saying? What was Advaita Acharya trying to say to Mahaprabhu? Why this puzzle? You didn't recognize?
What is required for the soul? Harinama.
Huh?
What is required for the soul? That is Harinam.
So Advaita Acharya said, "Now you came to distribute Harinam, and now everybody has Harinam, everybody is taking Harinam, everybody is mad now. Now there is no need of this prema. Now your work is done, now you go." Like that. So Advaita Acharya only called Mahaprabhu, and ultimately he only gave indication to Mahaprabhu that you please wind up now your pastime. Now your work is done. And then when he got this letter, Mahaprabhu thought, now it's time to do wind up. And then Mahaprabhu merged into the deity of
Gopinath.
Gopinath.
What a Gopinath.
Chota Gopinath. Another Pandit's deity. and he merged, because Advaita Acharya actually gave him indication. So Advaita Acharya only called him, and later Advaita Acharya only told him to do the wind up. So that's how Advaita Acharya he lived 1434 to 1559, 125 years, way after Mahaprabhu also left. He lived for many, many years together. So as Advaita Acharya's appearance today, now it's now night, appearance night. So we can pray to Advaita Acharya that we also get that kind of crying. Crying, how Advaita Acharya cried and cried and cried and cried so much that Mahaprabhu had to come, descend. So that was the power of Advaita Acharya. And similarly, on following in the footsteps, Srila Prabhupada cried so much. And then Mahaprabhu came with Srila Prabhupada and went to West. So when we cry, then Lord appears. But we have to really cry and learn from Advaita Acharya, learn from Srila Prabhupada how to cry for the Lord. And Lord can appear. So ours is a crying school, Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj would say. We have opened a crying school. So we have to become mad for Krishna. And cry for Krishna. As much as we cry for Krishna, that much we actually will advance in bhakti. That much how fast Krishna will appear in our heart. So this is one quality we can learn from Advaita Acharya today, and we can pray to Advaita Acharya. And when we get mercy of Advaita Acharya, Tava Kripa Bale Pai Chaitanya Nitai, then we can get mercy of Chaitanya Nitai. Okay. So now time for wind up. So I will also wind up now. Okay. So thank you very much. Advaita Acharya ki jai.
Jai.
Mahaprabhu ki jai. Panchatattva ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Okay.
Super class, Prabhuji. Super class. Very well.
That was just
So much
I
information,
repeated
so
from
much
morning
information we
onwards.
got. So much things we learned today.
Copy paste.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you so much for tolerating.
So thank you all. Thank you, bro. Samarajan Prabhu.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So we'd like to thank Prabhuji.
Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna.
thank you so much for the most nectarian class on the most auspicious day. So with this note, we will meditate how to cry for Krishna's mercy and Lord Chaitanya's mercy. And because of all of you only, we are trying to slightly progress in Krishna consciousness. Week on week, you are giving so much of wonderful message and knowledge for us to implement. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
We are
Wonderful.
coming to end of Bhagavatam. So we'll start maybe CC.
Yes, Prabhuji, we are looking forward to that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Express our
Krishna, Hare
gratitude to
Hare,
Prabhu by
Hare
chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Rama
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare
Chakravarti
Hare.
Besta Kripa Sindhu Vyachavitana Pavane
Krishna,
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.
Jai.
Jai. His Grace Chaitanya Chandra Prabhuji ki jai. Jai Gaura Prabhu.
Jai.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Just like to request Simananda Prabhu, Amalajan Prabhu and Sudarshan Vasudev Prabhu. And whoever want to stay, they can stay. Just we need to discuss about coming Nityananda Trayodasi. Regarding we will keep all the deities. We keep all the deities for Abhishekam. Then only 3-4 devotees will be doing Abhishekam. We will not because otherwise it will take time. Or if you want to keep one deity, and we can allow other public to do Abhishekam. So which one we will adopt for the Nityananda Trayodasi?
Prabhuji, based on whatever we had discussed earlier also, I think 2 or 3 initiated devotees can do the
Yes,
Abhishekam. I think that's
yes,
I think that should be the norm going forward, because
yes, others all can have the darshan.
they can watch, they can witness it. Yes.
Yes, that will be better, Prabhu, because otherwise the big line comes and sometimes they don't come with proper Vaishnava dress and sometimes they take more time also. So in that case, Prabhu,
Prabhu, time is very important, especially in the evening.
Time is very, very, very important. In that
What time,
interest only I am discussing.
Prabhuji, we'll have the program in the morning or evening?
Morning, Prabhu, because fasting
Friday
up
morning.
to, fasting is only up to lunchtime, noon.
Yeah.
So we can have a regular Friday program. Like I already communicated to Anandeshwar Prabhu. 9 to 10 will be bhajan and kirtan. 10 to 11 will be abhishekam. 11 to 12 will be class, and 12 o'clock we'll have arati and followed by prasadam.
Okay, wonderful.
Yes. So then in that case, if only the common people will not do abhishekam, then can we have all the deities for abhishekam? Because devotees have Gaura Nitai. So they all
I think
can bring, or
it would be good to have all the deities.
yes. So I think that parallelly everybody can prepare their deities for
Yes,
whatever
yes.
abhishekam, like vastra and other things,
We'll-
and they should be there for support.
We'll announce there that doing Abhishekam and watching Abhishekam is have the same effect, the same.
Yeah,
So
yes,
devotees
yes.
will understand.
Yes. So only 3-4 people will be there for performing abhishekam. And of course, after abhishekam, whoever has brought the deities, they have to give the support for dressing the deities and everything. Then we'll have to offer the bhoga. And we need to know, like, where is this abhishekam plate from? Sudarshan Hospital, it's in Abbasya. One time, I think Mataji taken. Hareshwari Mataji, let's come back.
Yes, Prabhu. This there, Abbasya.
It is in Abbasya, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Still in Abbasya only.
Yeah, it is Abbasya. Last time they told us they are bringing, but I think not in the store, our storeroom.
Okay. Then please communicate to them, Prabhu, by Thursday or
We have
Friday.
to
when they are
confirm,
coming.
Prabhu. We did not find in store doesn't mean that still in Abhasya. We have to ask them.
No, we can check. Actually, Sadananda Prabhu, you can ask them.
Yes, Prabhu.
That,
Yes.
yeah.